last time on Coastal Nate.
Trip outline as we go from here in Miami, which is our base, up to Myrtle Beach, Toga, positive rate of climb, gear up, 135.17, we'll see ya, Riptide 6. Alright, welcome back folks. We're approaching our top descent as you can see here. So, let's go ahead and brief our arrival. Or well, let's figure out what arrival we are doing, then brief it. Current weather at Myrtle Beach, it improved a little bit from the last time we talked. Right now the winds are 260 at 5, 10 statute mile visibility, few clouds at 4,300, broken 6,500, temperature 19, 2.19, altimeter 2986. So it is moist. Right. It's not raining anymore, though. So let's take a look see here and see what we got cooking. Winds are out at 260. Either way we go, it's going to be a crosswind. Let's see which one's going to be the lesser of two evils. Looks like 1.8. Alright. What does the RNAV for 1.8 look like? Just looking at my charts here. Actually, I'll probably put an overlay right now. Go to Myrtle Beach charts. Go to approach plates. Actually, I won't even do that. I'll go to flights. Select an approach. RNAV runway 18. It's the wrong direction. We'll try Wapsu. That should suit us nicely. The direction we are going. Yep. And we'll go direct to Uckstep from Charleston. We also want to put that now. We're taking the RNAV 3 or RNAV 18. It should just be the standard RNAV GPS, yeah. RNAV 8 from Wapsu. Execute that, legs. ATC went offline, so we don't need to worry about that, so we'll just head direct Wapsu after Charleston. Alright, let's head here into... What did I want to look at? Charts. Right, so I need to be back in here anyway. Alright. Let's see here. Going from Wapsu, then Uckstep 2000, 1600 at Bevet, intercept the glide path for 18, and down we come. Our published minimums are 223. I am still a high time captain. After this trip, I will not be. So for me right now, my minimums are going to be 323 baro. And that is set. So as a mission post procedure, if we go around, climb ahead at 500 feet. Once we get to 500 feet, we'll take a right turn, direct to plan, climbing to 3,000. And we'll hold over plan, it looks like. Yeah. Alright, I'll go ahead and dial our altimeter down to 0 since we don't have any ATC online. That's just the thing we do here at Coastal, that way we don't forget and then it screws up our glide path or something like that. Well, we set the go-around altitude on the go-around if we actually have to. And everything looks good there. Final coach for us 177. Airport elevation is 25 feet, which we discussed earlier. Glide path angle is just a normal 3 degrees. Alright, everything looks to be in order there as far as a vacation plan. We are headed to Bravo 6. We're coming in on 18. So we'll try and get off on Alpha 3, the high-speed Alpha 3, and back taxi on Alpha. We'll see how that works out for us. Anyway, back at the sim here. Put in our arrival, as you saw. Let's go ahead and double check. Yeah, so we're approaching about 80 miles from top descent. I'm going to go ahead and put in a thing we do here at Coastal to increase situational awareness called the 15-5-3 rule. We're doing a RNAV approach today, so we'll just take the actual runway waypoint, go to our fixed page, plop that in there, and we'll create 3 rings around the runway. A 15-mile ring, a 5-mile ring, and a 3-mile ring. This will increase our situational awareness of where we're at in relation to the runway and where we need to be, and this will give us mental markers on what we need to be doing at each. So 15 nautical miles, I'm definitely going to be one of slowing down the aircraft, getting it configured for the approach. 5 miles, usually that's about the time that you want to drop the gear and start dropping your flaps to 15. And by 3 miles, you want to be fully configured and stabilized. So that's the idea there. It's all increased situational awareness. Alright. Let's take a look and see what we're doing as far as gross weight. Alright. Right now we have about 7.1 on board. And if we look at our progress page here, it's estimating 5.9, so that's a loss of 1.2. So if we go back to our InterRef page here, 124.5, so that'd be 123.3. That's what we'll plug in as our gross weight for landing. 123.3. We've got 9,500 feet of runway, so flaps 30 should suffice, and auto brake 2 should be plenty to vacate on Alpha 3. Let me just update the weather there. Alright, and compute. Beautiful, that'll give us a 3,200 foot margin, which with that we'll definitely be able to get off at Alpha 3. That works out perfectly. So I'm going to go in here, and we're planning on a VREF of 130. So we'll go 30/130. And we're planning on an approach speed of 135 knots. So that'll work out nicely for us. That's that inputted. We got a 15.53. We've got our arrival. We've reset our altitude even. That's the word. Everything else is looking good. We've got our minimum set. Oh yeah, and the altimeter is 29986. So I'll set that here. And have that in there for when we're ready to transition. I'll set it over here as well. Beautiful, that's all set up. Seatbelt signs are going to stay on. So far it's been decently smooth. Yeah. As you can see, it's starting to clear up a little bit. We got storm system moving out to the east. So that's why we had a little bit of a dip in weather at Myrtle Beach, and now it's clearing up. So that should be perfectly adequate. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I don't think I am. Oh yeah, might want to actually set the auto brake setting. That's what I was missing. Speed brake will leave disarmed for the moment because we're probably going to need it in the descent since we're light. We're about 57 minutes into the flight. Let's see here. And we're estimated into Myrtle Beach, 1904 Zulu. And it is... So that'd be 1504 Zulu, or 1504 local. And it's 1440 now. Let's see here. Probably gonna make a PAX announcement here in just a second. I'm just reviewing all the information here. So we've got about 25 minutes left in flight. And it does look like it's going to be a little bit turbulent on the descent. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We're about 25 minutes from our destination, Myrtle Beach, today. Soon enough, we'll be turning on the seatbelt signs and starting our descent. As far as an update on the weather, got some light winds out of the northeast. Looks like we've got, some few clouds at about 5,000 feet. Temperature is about 66 degrees Fahrenheit, so overall, pretty nice day, pretty humid. And we'll try and get you on the ground shortly. Thanks again for flying coastal. Alright. I do need to get better at those. I never used to do them, but since flying with Jason, he's got me doing it. Alright, that is us set up for the arrival, and as far as I can tell, yep, I still got no ATC online, so we're still good on that front. I will catch back up with you guys when we get a little bit closer. Folks, we're coming down through about 18,000 now. I'm going to go ahead and set my altimeter, 29086 left and 29086 right. Good, that's all set. Let's go ahead and get some lights on here. Don't need those just yet. Got a speed brake extended right now. In fact, I can bring that in a little bit now that we've caught up with our glide path. And then let's go ahead and do the descent checklist. Altimeters and bugs, 29086 set cross-checked. VREF 130, VTarget 135. Auto brake 2. Start switches are off for now. They will go continuous at 10,000. And recall is checked. Descent checklist complete. And I didn't mention this in the briefing, descent briefing. I will mention it now. Since we do want to get off at Alpha 3, I will be going full reverse, not idle reverse. Because if we go idle reverse, we will end up using basically the entire runway, because the only next exit to the left after Alpha 3 is Alpha 4, and that's the end of the runway. So we will be using max reverse. And now we'll speed along down to 10,000. And of course I say that, but I did want to mention, as you can see, we've got our 1553 rings here. Right there at Wapsu, we're going to go ahead and turn inbound. I also will make our call there that we're joining the RNAV for 18. Also, when we start turning inbound at Wapsu, I will go ahead and go speed intervene, drop the speed to 235. That'll get us slowing down. By the time we get down to 235, we should be turning inbound up step. At that point, I will be hopefully at flaps 5 or going to flaps 5 if not already. Then after that, we will remain flaps 5 and reduce the speed down to 180. When we get into our 5 nautical mile ring, we should be have 160 selected in the MCP window, and we should be around 180 theoretically, and we will drop the gear, flaps 15, and then do our normal speed progression downwards to get to be stabilized by 3 nautical miles out. And here we are basically at 10,000. That was pretty quick. I'm going to give us a little bit more speed brake here. Does not want to like that glide path. I'll go ahead and hit the engine start switches to continuous and ding the cabin. Okay. Flight attendant, seats for landing, please. Alrighty, that's been done. Go ahead and throw down our range here again. Cool. Basically, we only want to see what is relevant. Once we slow down past 250 here, I will knock on the tractables and the taxi light. That way we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, there's 240 there. So, speed brake coming in. You can come on, and you can come on. Go ahead and arm the speed brake. Oh, trust me, it was on a long time ago, lady. Got a little bit of some bumps as we started the descent.
We have begun our final descent into South Carolina. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please
Go ahead and go
all
speed intervene.
Wi-Fi-related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Double check that our altimeter window is set to 0, or altitude window, sorry, set to 0. Got a little bit of moisture here, but we are, it looks to be in the positive, so I'm not even going to worry about the anti-ice. And that was my fault, re-engaging. Command A. Tap the trim wheel. Doesn't like that very much. Cool. Speed brake is armed. We're on the glide path, or descent path, according to the VNAV. What altitude do we need to be at? UG step 2,000 above. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to take this all the way around. I was gonna say I could just shortcut it, but I don't think we're gonna make that descent path. So we'll take it all the way out to Wapsu and go down from there. And like I said as before, once we hit Wapsu, I will call out on the frequency that we're joining the RNAV for 1.8. Speed's creeping up a little bit here, but it's coming back down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give us a little speed brake, get that speed back down where I want it. Engaging track IR. Okay. Turning inbound. Myrtle Beach traffic, Riptide 6, turning inbound on the RNAV 18, Myrtle Beach. Okay. We've got 230 speed selected. Waiting for the speed to come down a little bit more. We're going to select flaps 5. Okay, flaps 5. Bring that speed brake back in and go ahead and arm it. Once we get a little closer here, we'll go ahead and dial that speed all the way down. Looks like we might enter some IMC here in these clouds, so we'll be mindful of that. A little bit above the descent path, but it seems like we're rejoining. Sorry, my track IR just bugged out a little bit there. Okay, and we're going to be turning for about a, let's see, basically a 10-mile final. I'm going to go ahead and select 160 on the speed, and it'll start to work its way down. That'll basically just bring our engines back. Myrtle Beach traffic, Riptide 6, turning 10-mile final, runway 18, Myrtle Beach. Speed's coming down now. We're looking pretty good. I have the airport and I have the runway. Going to bring down our range once more. Another 5 miles, we'll drop the gear, set our speed to our approach speed of 135 knots, and we'll go flaps 15. Also, some content you'll probably be seeing on the channel after this trip is some MD-80 content, as I will be checking out in that airplane very soon. Beautiful, right on profile, right where I want to be. Just adjust my seat here. Okay, we're a little bit fast. I'm going to drop the gear early. Gear down. That'll bring our speed right down. I'm going to go ahead and select 135 on the speed. We will go manual here in a minute. Flaps 15. Myrtle Beach traffic, Riptide 6, 5 mile final, runway 18, Myrtle Beach. And let's see here. Go flaps 30. Alright, approach checklist. Speed brakes, arm, green light. Flaps 30, green light, landing gear, down 3 green. Approach checklist complete. Myrtle Beach traffic, Riptide 6, short final, runway 18, Myrtle Beach.
1,000.
Okay, 1,000 feet, stabilize. Sorry, I just adjusted my chair here. My airplane. Continue. A little bit of a floater. We're down, reverse. That was kind of a sucky landing on my end. Decel. And we're going to miss Alpha 3. Bring those reversers back in. Manual braking. Looks like we can make Alpha 4. It is not the end of the runway like I thought. Okay. Exit the runway here.
South Carolina. The local time is 3:04 p.m. and it's currently about 66
Myrtle Beach
degrees
traffic, Riptide
Fahrenheit.
6, clear of runway 18, Myrtle Beach. Alright, let's clean her up, flaps up. Take the speed brakes in.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Okay. Just keep on bringing her in here. That can all come off. Reset the master caution. And we're going to Bravo 6. Let's pull up GSX here.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
I doubt it. Just gonna freeze there for a second while GSX loads up. So things could have done better on that landing. Could have accounted for the crosswinds a little better, and my track error is going all wonky on me. There we go. APU's online. We'll go ahead and take that if I can find my mouse. There we go. D's online. A little bit better speed management would have been good. I got a little bit faster on final. Short final, that is. But all in all, we got here safely. Aircraft's on the runway, didn't dent it. And we're in right when we should be. Maybe even a few minutes early here, so that is good. So let's see. I'm gonna pull into the here. We're really on the back end of this terminal. Since we're a new airline, they always give us the fun gates. So it's daylight and we're entering the ramp. We can go ahead and kill that taxi light. Don't nearly need it. Go ahead and start our turn in here. Come on, airplane, you can do it. Looks like I may have selected the wrong gate, but oh well. Oh no, I didn't. Cool. See if I can spot the marshaller. Okay, I have visual on him. Go ahead and cut number 2. Just a little bit more juice to get into the ramp here. Looks like that jetway is going to bug out like it always does. Give it a little bit more juice. Alright, right there should do it. Set the parking brake. Engine number 1 off. Get these bleeds and packs set up properly. Beautiful. Track hour coming off. The gate is being interesting. It's going to connect to the airplane backwards, it looks like. Oh well. Not going to worry about it. Alright, fuel pump's coming off. And hydraulic pumps off. Seatbelt signs off. Anti-collision light off. TCAS can come off. Pop down here. Go and select GSX. Request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Set the chocks. Request and request. Come up to the overhead here. Select this to ground power. 400, 116, good to go. Connect. Alright, pack's coming off. AP bleed off. APU off.
Passengers
Fuel pump
boarding
off.
starting.
Alright, and that is us situated. We will continue this leg in the next flight. It is going to be a very quick turn, so I will see you guys next week.